Across to neighbouring Karnataka, where Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa has reiterated that the lockdown announced in different parts of the state, including capital city Bengaluru, will not be extended further. In a meeting with MPs, ministers and top government officials in Bengaluru, the Chief Minister said that the lockdown is not a solution to COVID-19 woes and that they will not be extending the lockdown further. The Karnataka government had decided to enforce a full lockdown in Bengaluru urban and rural districts from the 14th of July evening to July 22nd, which is Tuesday, in the wake of mounting COVID-19 cases over the last week. Several other parts of the state, including Dakshin Kannada, Dharwad and Kalaburagi, are also in lockdown as we speak.
I think with CM we discussed the lockdown period also.
Okay.
There is no further extension of lockdown.
So 22nd lockdown will finish.
Finish. We got the breathing time. So whatever the pending work is there, we will do beds regarding the bed, regarding the ICU.
Okay.
We are arranging for that.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತಿರುಗಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ವಾರ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಅದು ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನೋಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಇರೋರೇ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಥ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು ಉಚಿತ, ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಉಚಿತ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಆ ಚೈನ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಈ 14 ದಿನದ ಒಂದು ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಆದಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಚೈನ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಕಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಂತ ನನ್ನ ಭಾವನೆ.
Let's go across to my colleague Stacey Pereira, who's joining us live. Stacey, so we just heard the state government representative saying that there's no need for a lockdown to be extended in Bengaluru. The BBMP then came out and said that there might be a need given the fact that there are cases surging. So far, given the fact that Bengaluru is already under a lockdown for the past few days, has there been any indication of the lockdown working in terms of bringing down the daily number of increase in the cases of COVID-19?
In fact, quite the contrary, because we've only seen the cases increasing since this lockdown has been put in place. It is going to be in place till the 22nd of July, 5 a.m. and so that gives us another 3 days, and the government needs to come out with a divisive plan on whether they want to extend this further or this will be the end of matters when it comes to a lockdown. Now, yes, there is a lot of pressure from various lobbies to make sure that this lockdown ends on the 22nd itself, because yes, the government, in fact, the Chief Minister himself has come out and said time and again that he wants to revive the economy. The coffers are emptying, and which is why he cannot afford to have another lockdown kind of situation. And when it comes to the numbers, it has been quite the opposite. We've only seen the numbers increasing. In fact, in the last 3 days, over 2,000 cases on a daily basis, which is really something a worrying factor for the government, in fact, and especially from Bengaluru city. Yes, of course, there are much more testing that is happening as well. Even the antigen tests that have started now, especially within the BBMP area and within the clusters that we are seeing. But in terms of containment zones, yes, we've crossed 6,010 containment zones across Bengaluru city, which is making it very difficult for the BBMP to actually manage. When it comes to beds as well, we are seeing a lot of trouble that patients are facing in finding a bed at the right time. When it comes to ambulances and also medical staff, that has been a shortfall is also being felt there. So what the government really needs to do is beef up this health infrastructure, and 1 week's time is not something that they would really manage to do that in. So now it's whether the government wants to extend it or not. Yes, the BBMP is of the opinion that given Bengaluru's high numbers, maybe it could be extended, but the Chief Minister has definitely vetoed that idea and said that they will not be another
with
lockdown.
No let-up in sight, does Bengaluru have a lockdown extended, or we can then start focusing on getting at least ensuring the people of Bengaluru at least have their livelihoods? It's a debate it's a question which has no easy answer, Stacey. Thanks a lot for really bringing that to perspective. Let's now switch our focus to Maharashtra, where shopkeepers in Thane and Meera Bhayandar are in dire straits. They could start protesting if authorities extend the lockdown in these areas beyond the 18th of July. CNN NEWS18's Mihir Trivedi with this report.
Mobile shop owner Ramneek Gada has shifted much of his inventory to a safer location, fearing theft during the lockdown. But the bigger issue for the head of the Mobile Traders Association of Meera Bhayandar is the lockdown itself. Business has dried up yet again, and now he and other traders are pushing authorities for a relaxation from the 18th of July, or else they will be forced to protest.
3 महीना तो जैसे तैसे निकाल दिया, लेकिन अब निकालना मुश्किल हो गया है। हमने उनको परमिशन मांगी है कि हमको थोड़ा सा राहत दीजिए, इवन वाला सिस्टम बना दीजिए और हम पूरा ख्याल रखेंगे।
अगर लॉकडाउन नहीं खुलता है तो हमको ऐसा लगता है कि सबके शटर डाउन हो जाएंगे और जितने हमारे हिसाब से जो इलेक्ट्रिक हार्डवेयर के दौरान जिसको पगार मिलता था और जो पगार अभी नहीं मिलेगा वो भी बेरोजगार हो जाएंगे।
Thane shopkeepers too have approached their municipal corporation to let them reopen their shops after the 18th of July.
Instead of going into a full lockdown, the government should be putting in measures which are stringent so that the economy also is revived and everybody gets their share of income. Just by shutting down, we are shutting down everybody's income. So that doesn't solve an issue.
Around 200 shopkeepers in Meera Bhayandar have already folded their businesses and left the cities. And the Traders Association here fears that if the lockdown continues beyond 18th of July, the numbers will only increase. With video journalist Jayant Kar in Mumbai, Mihir Trivedi.
Indeed, to lock down or not to lock down, that remains the question for much of urban India. On that note, we head into a short break. Stay on with us.